Still on general chemistry, let's try to look at redox reaction. So we're going to look at redox. So redox, it's a combination of two reactions. Exactly, it's one reaction that's all, but we need both of them to call it a complete oxidation and reduction reaction. But let's look at this part first. So this part is like oxidation. So and the other part that we have the other part here, and we call it reduction. Another thing that you need to know of, and when you see an ion like let me say you have sodium ion like this, and what you have here on top, we call it your oxidation number. Okay, oxidation number. So when we say oxidation number is decreasing or maybe increasing, we're looking at this number. Okay, so we also going to look at these reactions. One of the most important things that you need to know is they are called redox reaction. So both of them needs to happen. None of them can't. None of them will, like, maybe this one is happening, this one is not happening. So we need both of them to happen. Exactly. Okay. What are redox exactly? Redox is like a transfer of charge or electrons, right? So if you transfer something or giving charge, so there should be someone giving and there should be someone getting, right? Getting or receiving that charge. That is of our subject today. Okay, since you know now what is redox, reduction, and oxidation, let's continue. So a substance can be oxidized or can be reduced. When it's oxidized, its oxidation number increase. When it's reduced, you can see reduced oxidation number decrease. For instance, I'm just going to make up some reaction here. Let's look at sodium and sodium now lost an electron. Okay, so look at the number here. It was 0, now it is plus oxidation number, right? So that really means sodium was oxidized. It was, okay, let's write it here. Sodium was oxidized. As I said, this thing can't happen all alone. It's a two-way or two-part reaction. I'm not saying two-way, it's a different thing. So let's say sodium was reacting with chloride. So it's going to be 2 and now gaining electrons to give to be like this. You see, this one gained an electrons. Okay, gained 2 electrons, and it had 0, now it's minus, so it was reduced. So chloride was reduced. I did say that these are two reactions, but this is like a redox, a reduction, and oxidation, right? So this one, it went from chlorine, I repeat, went from 0, oxidation number was 0, and now here it is negative. So this one was reduced here. Okay, and this one started from 0 and now it is plus. So this one oxidation number increased, so it was oxidized. So remember I said this reaction, none of them can happen all alone, so both of them need to happen to call them fully redox reactions: reduction and oxidation, losing and gaining of electrons. Okay, so let me say here now, let me just sum this equation up, this reaction, because it's really a single reaction. So we are going to have 2Na, it's balanced now, Cl2 giving off 2 sodium chloride. Okay, now you know that somebody lost electrons and other one gained. Okay, so if somebody loses, somebody wins. That's how it works. Let's recap again. We said chlorine was reduced. That means if chlorine was reduced, that means sodium is a reducing agent. Okay, let's look again. And chlorine was what? I just said chlorine no, I mean sodium. Let's look at sodium. Sodium was oxidized. So if sodium was oxidized, obviously it was oxidized by who? By chlorine. So we can now say chlorine is the oxidizing agent. So in conclusion, sodium, you can see here sodium lost electrons and who's the other one? Chlorine gained, because if somebody gained, another one loses.